All right, so I'm on the right side. I'm now going to repeat everything starting with the saddle area. But what I'd like to do is highlight this area on his loins. You can see where he has the dip of his spine, but then it goes up. There's a little bit of an up curvature, a dip right here as we go into the haunches and his croup area, and then back down to his tail. So you can see that this is the known problem area, and he is feeling it in his left hip and his right shoulder. So I'll want to make sure that when I do the right side, that I pay attention to his right shoulder area, knowing that that is part of his issue. As often happens, you have a problem on one side, it is affecting the muscles on the opposite side. So starting again with some light effleurage. On his whole body. And then again, knowing that the saddle area is of particular interest, I'm going to do some press and glide on this side again with the heel of my hand. This is a rather deep press and glide, just like what I did on the left. I feel an area of tightness doing this right here. So I'm going to apply some pressure and do press and release. There you go. Good boy. Yeah, you felt that. Good man. Good job. Yeah. Going to follow up with some effleurage. Keep that blood moving through there. Yeah, this is the area that's so sore. A little bit of press and glide. Yeah. Do a little muscle combing. Cross friction. Cross muscle friction, followed up by effleurage. Now going through the rest of his back, of course. This area up here is probably very tender as well. Loins and croup area. A little press and glide. And I keep checking his face because he's pretty honest. He tells me what he likes and what he doesn't like. Just muscle combing, muscle combing. Do a little muscle combing. With the curry comb. And the effleurage. All right, so back here. Now I feel a similar tension right here on his point. So I'm going to apply some pressure, press and release. It's actually in the same spot as the left side. Some compression. got some good licking, some chewing. Going to his adductor. All right, effleurage. I realized I did not do the rocking that I did on the other side, so I'm going back to do the rocking just a little bit. And he's definitely stiffer on this side with the rocking than the other side. Fascia, do some connective tissue. Rectus abdominis. Pectoral. Do a little muscle combing. Some effleurage. Moving on to the shoulder. Following the infra and supraspinatus and deltoid tricep. Kneading. Kneading feels good. I do feel like I need to spend maybe a bit more time up here on the withers. I didn't really get that on the left side as much. I did come down the neck, but I didn't really get into the withers. So now I'm doing a little press and glide here, and I will go back to the left side and do that. A little bit of effleurage. Going up to the neck again, brachiocephalus, the splenus. The splenus and the serratus. He was not a fan of the rocking as much today. Yeah, so I have to do it on this side. It may also be that he's stiffer on the other side when I'm rocking, because it didn't seem to bother him nearly as much here. A little bit of muscle combing. avoiding the jugular. Do a little cross muscle friction. I really like using the comb up here. He's got such a thick neck, and you can feel how dense his muscles are in his neck, that using the comb seems to be very effective up here. I would call this a medium tension. I am applying the comb at an angle, so it is leaving marks in his coat, but I'm not digging in perpendicular to his skin. So it's an angle, and I'm using my fingers to apply pressure at the teeth. Okay, we've probably had enough of that. A little bit of effleurage. Cross muscles friction. Effleurage here. When I get down into his pec, the descending pec. Make sure I get this kneading done here because it feels good. And we are moving up to the face, up to the pole. We noticed on the other side he was really enjoying this. So a little bit. I'm doing some lighter pressure in this joint, the jaw joint here, base of the ear. A little bit of light finger pressure around the ear. Effleurage, a little friction on the masseter. Are we done with the masseter? I tried working on his zygomatic earlier. He was not in the mood for the zygomatic. And then I like to follow up when it's all done with one last full body effleurage. At the end of the session, make sure I got everything, I didn't forget anything. And I can still feel, he's got a couple more points back here. I'm going to do a little press and release. More. I can feel his body weight, he's shifting a little bit. A bit of a release. What I do next time is, I wouldn't be surprised if I'd have to do these again next time, since he has some tension. And that's my session with Winston.